What's happening, guys?
We're just hearing all about how season 4 is in full effect.
It is in full effect. Our show is in full effect. I really can't recall what season 4 is even about.
And they wouldn't tell us, so we can't help you.
I mean, yeah, so we're just kind of in the dark. And maybe Tara can help us figure out what season 4 is about. Because I don't know what season 4 consists of. But there is a lot of Raven and Beast Boy in all the episodes. There's a lot of nonsense.
Episodes that make absolutely no sense.
There's that, and just having a lot of fun. We can promise that.
What are you guys most excited for fans to see next season?
Well, I'm always excited about the BBRae stuff. I'm really excited about it. Rightfully so, because me and Tara get to work together more, which is really fun, bouncing off of each other.
Although
and
last
we really are.
BBRae, we missed each other.
We did.
I was at the Pony Convention. I was at BronyCon, and it was like a big BBRae episode. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
So we had to do it separately.
Yeah.
We love working together, like as a collaborative cast. Like we just love each other so much, and I think that comes out in the show.
How has working on Teen Titans Go been different than the original Teen Titans?
We laugh a lot more.
A lot more, and that brings me a lot of joy in my life. I love laughing. It's taking life less seriously is the move at this point, based on the climate that we're in. Socially, and with all the war and the violence. Teen Titans Go is a great escape and release and healing thing to experience right now for everyone. I feel that's why we're the #1 show on Cartoon Network right now. Yeah.
You talked about the recording sessions. How often is it? More often that you're together, or is it more often that you're apart?
Together.
Oh, great! Yeah, so you can sort of play off each other. And,
Yeah.
Oh, that was just fun.
We prefer it that way too,
Yeah.
because I might react differently depending on how he says something.
Oh, right.
Or if I
you're
spank
mocking
her, like
someone.
she doesn't.
We do get in a bit of trouble at the sessions. The director's always like, Tara, Greg,
Yeah.
on your phones. We're always like, look at us together. We're so hot.
Yeah, our voice director of this series, Lisa Schaefer, she definitely scolds us a lot.
We get the most scolded.
But it's fun. It's fun getting
think it's
scolded. I like being bad. In school, I was the same way. It's like, and she loves us.
You improv a lot, and does some of that get in the show?
Yeah.
I do improv a little on the show, not a lot. We stick to the script mostly, but there is room for some.
The scripts are great, so we don't really have to go too far from them. But they definitely give us freedom to explore whatever we want. They'll let us try anything. And sometimes it makes it in there.
What's been the most surprising thing throughout the seasons with your characters that you've since day one till now? Like, what surprised you the most about playing?
It's gotta be BBRae. That's the most surprising.
Yeah. No, it is, and we manifested it. I think it started with you doing our Fondle Fridays. I don't know if you guys ever follow Tara's social media or mine, but I started off doing something called Fondle Fridays, which we haven't done. Is today Friday? No, it's not. So tomorrow we should do a classic Fondle Friday, BBRae moment. What was your question?
That was the most surprising.
Oh yeah.
That we
There's
got
a lot
to
of
explore
BBRae
that
stuff coming up. We get to explore that.
So how did you like voicing over the episode of Arrow?
Oh my god, that was so much fun. It was so much fun. And the people working on it really knew that the fans would get a kick out of it.
Right.
And as soon as they heard me, it blew up that night. I mean, Arrow was trending. And people were like, oh my gosh, are you going to be on the show? Then everyone wants to be on the show. And I'm like, that'd be fun, but no plans yet, but that would be fun.
So now that you guys mentioned your social media, so do you find now that you get to interact with your fans in a much more deeper way? And if so, what are some of your favorite social media?
Well, for me, I've probably raised $300,000 for kids with cancer and other animal rescue things. So that part of social media is really rewarding and helping people. I don't know if you saw recently, there was a girl who was really badly bullied for liking My Little Pony. She lives in Brussels, and there's not a huge fandom there. And her sister contacted my agent to see if I could help, so I sent her a voice message, and then a few months later I checked on her and she said she's really not doing well. She's living in a hospital. She's on watch all the time. And I said, bring her to BronyCon. And they said, we don't have the money. The hospital won't release without me and Mom. So I said, let's do a GoFundMe. So I taught her how to do that, put it on my page. My fans raised $3,000 for her in 2 weeks. And she's crying and hugging me, and I don't know, that moment probably made a huge impact on her life. And I brought her on stage and had her by my side the whole time. And so we've been communicating through social media. Even though she's in the hospital now, we text each other all the time through Twitter, and she's in Brussels. So those moments are really, really great. Some of the haters, not so great.
By the way,
You're getting a lot of love right now.
yeah, you're getting a lot. Everyone says, "I love you, Tara." There's been like 20 comments of "I love you."
I love you too.
Someone asked when you guys are going to be a couple on the show.
Let's post this up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Periscope Live. I mean, what was your question about social media again?
Clearly
As you
adapted
do
to it. You
social
clearly
media.
adapted.
Let me do my social media where I
Periscope is your
answer.
thing.
Well, I like all kinds of social media like platforms. Periscope's really fun. Musically, which I just recently got into, is really taps into the demographic that we really serve, the kids. And in just 2 months, I have 170,000 followers, which is I've never experienced anything like that on any social media platform so far. So I think it's really powerful to like tap into something that really resonates with what we're doing. And all of Instagram. Tara's a big celebrity on all these platforms. Vine, she makes great vines. It's just fun to play and experiment and see what people like. Y'all like this? You're like, more Tara, get your face off.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
We have
we're
a lot
curious
of
about, you both have obviously done a lot of voiceover over the years. Where do you find, what's the process of finding that voice? It's like obviously Beast Boy and Raven. What was that process like? Does it come pretty easily, or do you experiment a lot with it?
Well, whenever you have an audition for a new role, they'll give you a drawing of the character, sometimes drawing of the world around them, character description, and what they call sides, which is a portion of the script that you bring into audition. And for us, we work on it and think what we think the producers and writers would want it to sound like, and then we come in with an idea, and then you have to be ready to be like Play-Doh. Like, let's make her older, let's make her southern, let's make her have big teeth, let's make her a boy, let's make him a big boy, whatever it is. You've got to be able to kind of like just play around and be organic. And for me, for Titans, originally I came in not really sure what I was going to do. I think Greg has a similar story, and because they just said, she was a dark teenager, and at the same time I was doing Kylie from Extreme Ghostbusters and Batgirl, so I was like not sure how to differentiate, and then I just had this last minute idea to give her that weird little role every time she spoke, and that's actually what booked the part. So I find for me sometimes the last minute ideas that kind of pop into your head organically really helps seal the deal.
Yeah, I find the things that are closest to your heart are the things that really resonate with whoever's listening or casting you or trying to fit you in some kind of role. And Beast Boy literally comes directly from my heart. He's green, the heart chakra is green. And when I walked into the audition 16 years ago, I think it was, I never even did Beast Boy's voice. I never even heard that voice come out of me before. But when I saw his picture, it just kind of sparked something inside of me with his description of being kind of outcast, oddball of the group and class clown. He was very much like me, and all of a sudden this voice came out. And luckily, Andrea Romano, the voice director, who we love so much, we love Dre, she really fought for me to get the role. She goes, even though he's green, I just started using that, but it took me 16 years to figure that out. It took me 16 years to figure out how much sense that actually makes. She fought for me, and it changed my life forever. And I get to work with masters like Tara. It's true. And we've had so much fun. And I heard we're gonna do the show forever. So.
Do you guys? Some of the animated shows do like live versions of it. Do you guys have any plans to do like a Teen Titans?
They've been
live
talking
tour
about
or
that for
something,
a
or
while.
yeah?
I think that'd be really fun. We
Yeah.
did that in Chowder, where I don't know if you guys saw, but like halfway through the episode, we ran out of money, so we had a car wash. Like we're like in the studio going, "What are we gonna do now?" We like start washing cars on the roof of Cartoon Network, and the animation was saved. So that'd be fun if we did something like that. We're down for something like that. The only one that wouldn't be is Hinden. Hinden hates anything on camera. It's so funny. She won't even do vines with us, really. If you notice on social media, Hinden's never in anything.
Yeah, we have to blur her face out, which would kind of be funny too. I personally think there should be a Teen Titans Go docu-series reality show on Cartoon Network. I really do.
Are you filming it right now?
Yeah. Welcome to the new Teen Titans Go
Talking
docu-series
Dead, the Teen
on.
Titans.
Yeah.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
The only
So, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
So as you wrap up season 3, getting into season 4, what's your message for the fans?
Whatever.
yeah.
Stick with it because it's still funny and silly and irreverent and shocking and dumb and hysterical. I mean, to me, if it's dumb and funny, I love that. I love that more than mean or sexual or any other kind of, like, if you're like, that makes no sense and you can't stop laughing, that's such a great laugh.
Yeah, I think you can expect things that you've never expected from us, and because the ideas for these episodes come from stories that are just so unique to the individual telling them. Like, for instance, we'll have like a guest actor come in and they'll tell some obscure story of like, what's that guy?
Sometimes they're really smelly.
Well, old people smell sometimes.
We have one performer where we're like,
I'm gonna sit in that chair.
I have a dog nose, so I'm really sensitive to like scents. But yeah, I think everyone can just expect being surprised and get ready to laugh out loud because it's just so weird and fun and it's like candy, our show, But there's a little bit of nutrition in there, but most of it's like sugar.
Awesome. Any more singing episodes coming up?
There's a lot of singing, and I was also told today by Peggy that Peggy's the line producer on our show. She said we're going to be doing a lot more music, and we already do a ton of music on the show, but I definitely am super excited about that because I've been able to write a lot of the music for a lot of the upcoming episodes that feature music. So it's like the highlight of my life, being able to write music that Beast Boy gets to sing,